So we just to explain to the what we did to the beforehand to the now we are preparing to the resolving the situation, and thank you for your patience. And I'm Michiko Nogi. I'm a SUSE, the senior storage technologist, and I work with APJ is FUJITSU, sure, especially, and also the HP is Supermicro, the other vendors also the work with customized directory. And we have a both joint session with Ishii-san is from the Fujitsu. Can you explain about that?
I'm Hironobu Ishii. I'm now director of the Linux support and various internal Fujitsu internal system support or something. And, so.
Okay, now we have time to fix this situation, and I would like to explain the first step, and also we are chatting, exchanging to myself, and thank you for your joining this. Sorry for your wait. We are always to the step by step to the resolving the situation, and today's discussion is we are non-disruptive migration of SUSE Enterprise Ceph storage is from community version to the SUSE Enterprise Storage. That's our topic we like to discuss. And the agenda is we have so many kind of output because after that we can try to share our such kind of experience, the lessons learned, so that you can know which one to your environment, and such kind of the migration is that each environment different behavior, we believe, but you can understand what could be work for your environment. So we have a lot of slides, but you can check in the details later, we believe. And yes, the Fujitsu, the introduction is the first part, and the last part is non-disruptive migration. What we did is a step-by-step in some customer project we work with. Actually, we have multiple such kind of community version to migration requests from not only Japan but also worldwide. And one project is we would like to explain about that. Go ahead.
This is my introduction. So, as I said, I'm Hironobu Ishii. So, in short, I'm experienced in about 12 years in Unix environment and 15 years in Linux environment. So next,
he's explained very short, but his team is a Linux team. He's working in not only SUSE Enterprise Storage, but also OpenStack and SAP and the Linux OS. So many Linux solutions they did. And I also work with the assisted their team and also the storage team. You know, Fujitsu has a CD10K, the Ceph-based storage they work with based on the in-tank before. Now that they have tried to the replacing or to their previous storage to the SUSE Enterprise Storage based, and they are ready to their services. So one of the services is such kind of migration purpose. Go ahead.
This is just introduction of this. Maybe see you this slide later. So we'd like to go to the main topics. So about the project background. So mostly Michiko told us. One customer introduced the community Ceph with Firefly at first, and then he moved to Hammer version. And initial phase, customer purchased the Inktank's pre-production support service, but Inktank was acquired by Red Hat, and the customer purchased the support service from a vendor. It is red-colored vendor, but customer didn't satisfied about its support, because in the previous in the Inktank period, they easily get real engineers, but in the new vendor environment, they
so many restricted to their client also need to require the Red Hat basis, and also their expectation level technically is not enough. So frustrated their development to their services, but now the production phase is that they need to such kind of support services, and also the more easy to operate it, something GUI or anything to their meet their requirements. So we get together to the how to resolve customer situation, and we work together to the customer requirement, and also they keeping their services not to disrupt it to their environment. So we would like to the reason why to this POC for the customer to propose it to close the deal.
Thank you. So this is our migration overview. So left hand is the starting point. So starting point is OS is Ubuntu 14.4. It's trusty, and Ceph version is Hammer. And we have 6 OSD and 3 monitors and 2 RADS gateways. So the goal is right side. In case of Ceph, we need admin node newly. So the in Ceph 5.5 OS will be Ceph 12/12 SP3. So this is the overview.
The reason why we also insisted to this is a SUSE log system that they're tested by themselves, and you need to constrain as I mentioned, migration is very different, each protocol configuration environment. So we recommend you to if you're interested in your community or your partner or customer version to such kind of migration. Either you created some test environment and validated that your procedure is work or not beforehand to apply for the production. So they have created the same environment to the customer environment and try to how to work with to the Ceph 5.5 environment. Go ahead. And this is my project. Migration is sometimes to if the customer want to the existing Ceph cluster and another Ceph cluster they purchase, it could more easier because to they copy the host or client basis to their existing data to the newer Ceph cluster. It could more easier we believe, but some customers don't want to. They are keeping their hardware and try to keeping their services and how to migrate their system to get the support is our side. So the goal is converting the existing environment to the Ceph 5 and 5.5, and but the disruption is not so much acceptable for many customers. And the requisite is each cluster running most current version is the community itself. You need to check the customer environment. And also sometimes the data is rebuilt, and so need to your more space capacity to the either 90% or 100% full is they are attaching, detaching is such kind of to the space is required. So such kind of you need to confirm in your customer environment first, please. And also as I mentioned to this is keeping their existing cluster and changing their Ceph and also the OS level. So the two also the choices there are. And one of those things is the drained node is one node you are preparing to their converted each existing OSD to the FileStore basis, the BlueStore basis, and totally to the converted each one by step. But this is also you need to the risk is existing data you need to move or not, and so we have decided to such kind of customer needs. We maintain the existing OSD is not to move to the converted all of the data, and some customers do not migrate to BlueStore fast, and keep FileStore and then to the converted BlueStore. But this environment will maintain the OSD, but finally to the CS 5.5 is a defaulted BlueStore. So, and we are finally to the converted BlueStore phase also included. And this is also very uncertain with the risk or anything. So we strongly recommend that you need to check it could be work for your customer and partner environment beforehand.
This is the migration step we adapted. So first is upgrade Ceph Hammer version to Dual on Ubuntu 14.4, and then upgrade Dual to Luminous on Ubuntu, same version. Then we replace the OS and install Ceph 5.5. In this step, we are still in the using a FileStore, and then configuring the DeepSea and Salt. It's a management tool of the Ceph and openATTIC. So then at last we convert the OSDs from FileStore to BlueStore using Salt. This Salt.
Okay.
That is our steps.
If you have any question, please ask me. We have a shortened time, so let's get started to each step what we did that.
Okay.
Is it okay?
So at first, we didn't understand why we need two steps from Hammer to Luminous. So we tried.
It could be need one step or the two steps. It's because there is a few information, not so much information, migration purpose, just someone tried to, that we can confirm it by ourselves that it could be which step we require. Yeah.
So this is our result. So after upgrading the Luminous version, when we start the daemons of new Luminous, here is we kill the Hammer version's daemon, and then we start the new daemons in another screen. Sorry, I missed the command line. So, but this is firstly running new daemons, but a little later we can't find these daemons. So it's
it's very unexpected behavior. The mon daemon is disappeared. We don't know why. The step is also the checking upgraded mon first, but the upgraded mon to the Luminous version is cannot coexist in the Hammer version and the Luminous version. So please go ahead.
Yeah, this is when we start the demo like this. So we found that the monitor aborted. That was so in our understanding. So monitors of Hammer and Luminous is not compatible. That is our findings. So the state is one monitor is down. That is a Luminous version. So we have to use the two-step approach. And next question is, where can I find a package, Ceph packages? So engineer wondered which upload source should be used. And so Ubuntu Trusty provides a Ceph repository, but it's only Hammer version. It is not. And so at first, engineer cannot find the Ceph pre-built package built by Ceph community. So he decided this. So for Jewel upgrade from Hammer to Jewel, he will build the Ceph from source code. And then next step, he found the Ceph community package. So for upgrade to Luminous, he will use the pre-built package which Ceph community provides. That is.
So this is also the which version do you need to check it to the. If you already have the Joe, you are skipping to this step. But Hammer or the more older version, do you need such kind of how to get the community version Ceph? It is also you need to consider.
So we'd like to go the step from Hammer to Jewel. So in this step, as I said, we will build the Ceph from the source code. So this is a first clone the Jewel source repository from the community GitHub, and then install an additional package to build Ceph. Then install packaging tools. And next step is using this, creating package. As a result, we get the package in the parent directory. So next step is install these packages on all servers. Here I describe this on the Ceph node 2. We built the package on Ceph node 1. So for node 2, we copy the old package and install the this package. That is first step.
Yeah, you remember there is a multiple OSD and some OSD is coexist with mons. So step first is the mon OSD version node is migrated first and then to the OSD, and they need to such kind of set each node to the required. Not to the simultaneous, just a step by step.
This is just install.
Install is could work to simultaneous.
Not starting. So next step is restarting the daemons. The starting order should be first monitors and then OSDs, then at last Lotus gateway or some iSCSI gateway or something. So at first we should restart all monitors on all nodes. So in this step, kill monitor and then start the monitors. This is the step by step, right? Yeah, right. And because if the all mon is restarting, the services stop it, and so you need to which node is to migrate it and to design, and each step to apply for the mon node first, and the OSD node and Lotus gateway. Yeah. So next step is second step is restarting OSDs on all nodes, and last step is restarting other Lotus gateways. Yeah, so totally work is how many nodes you have is such kind of more node is much more time to you need to restart and stop, and this is also depends on how much time to consume in such kind of procedure and work. So we have researched all daemons. So basically the Jewel demo is working, but the cluster status is health 1. So we need some steps to clear this warning status. We need 3 steps. So first, update the legacy tunable parameters to optimal value for the Jewel. So this can be achieved by these steps, and then tells monitors we have finished all the OSDs migrate to Jewel. this is this command lines. And third one is set the sort bitwise flag. This is this flags change the internal sorting algorithm of the objects.
Yeah.
When we finish these 3 steps, the
health one
will be cleared. And then check the cluster version is 10, it's dual version, and check the access to the object.
So this is the last gateway, and the first is the Ubuntu with Hammer, but now the Ceph version is a Hammer to dual and finish.
Yeah.
And one question is, this is so many tips are there. You can no information is there to the, you can fix it, you can understand what kind of 3 steps order required, how to fix your engineer if you share the information.
Basically, these 3 steps are described in the Ceph community release note. So you should consult with the Ceph community's release note of the each version. So
right. Yeah, I mean there is no fixed documented total cover information. So you need to find out the community information or any other information is helpful. That this is merged into whole information. That the reason why that they're fixing the situation.
Next step is dual to Luminous. So in this step, we used a pre-built package, so it's easy. Get the package from the Ceph community and then install them. And then next step is restarting daemons. This is same with Hammer to dual. And next step is when we after the restarting the daemons, we still get the health 1. So to clear this health warning, we need further steps. First, this is same similar operation in the dual. So we need to tell the monitors all OSDs become luminous. This is, and also from Luminous, Ceph community introduced the manager monitor daemons. So we have to start the managers on all on every node monitor is running. So this is how to start monitors. So these steps should be run on the all mon node. Then we will get the health OK, and you should check that all node is running Luminous, this like this, and also please check the access to the object.
Because this is also the some tips for the. Yeah, we are asking to customer how many nodes you have, what kind of load you have. Customer don't understand. Admin management node, some environment not so much specialized to not much similar with the sales environment is not a configuration. So the Luminous also have a new Ceph manager feature. So yeah, they need to add the monitor node to the Ceph manager. It's such kind of thing is that you need to clarify the customer environment and which version you need to migrate. And next step is now the sales 5.5 phase, right?
Yeah. Next step is replacing OS and installing SES 5.5. So the basic concept is detaching the nodes from the cluster and replace the OS from events to Ceph, and then attach it to the cluster. This is a basic concept.
This is the Ubuntu OS and the SUSE 12 at SP3, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and each OS not to affect it to the whole environment, and yeah, detached meaning to the data is revealed on the covering too. But the Ceph is non-disruptive to see the self-recovery, so customer can keep their access to can keep the Ceph cluster such kind of to the each one of my step is could be recovery, and the replace order also one thing to we need to consider.
So the how to replace the OS is I think it's easy. So first backup the Ceph configuration files in /Ceph or value Ceph on another server, and then shut down the event and start installation of /12 SP3. And next install Ceph 5.5 package and restore the backup the Ceph configuration files, and then start Ceph daemons. Yeah, and this is so the replacing how to replace the OS. Anything else?
Yeah, this is the Ceph 5 package, and Ceph 12 is already installing. Actually this Ceph 5 and also attaching the more packages to the Ceph 5.5 they created, and and also apply for the backup is also important to apply for the original information in the configuration, and then to the Ceph demo. It looks simpler, but you need to each step by step for each node.
One note is at this moment, Salt or DeepSea or Salt is not running. So there is two tips. Yeah, be careful not to use data volume. So not to use data volume means not to destroy the data in the OSD's volume while installing Ceph. Even if you destroy the data, it is maybe no problem because Ceph already moved this. Ceph is recovering the existing, recovering the data using remaining nodes. But if you keep the data, so recovery time will be, if after the attaching the node, recovery time will be shorter. And so, and before starting shutdown every node, please check the cluster status if it is health okay. So that is the tips.
So you did these tips is you apply to the not to use the data volume to and keep the data to shorten and decrease in the total time. Okay.
Yeah. So next step is configure DeepSea and Salt and openATTIC. Basically, this is easiest step. So install the DeepSea using the zipper and execute DeepSea engulf. This engulf process attempts to convert the non-DeepSea cluster information into the DeepSea configuration files. So when you run this command, so DeepSea analyze the current Ceph cluster configuration and produce the DeepSea and Salt configuration files. So and then run the stage 0 through stage 4 with DeepSea command.
also our typical to feature to the. It could be very helpful to the our evaluation of the POC. The reason why that we can use that.
So stage about the stages, maybe you know, stage 0 upgrades the to latest package, and stage 1 collects the various Ceph configuration file information. Stage 2 creates configuration file for sort, which defines Ceph cluster information. And step 3 deploys OSD and monitors. And stage 4 deploys additional daemons like as gateway. That is, so if we run all stages, we complete Ceph 5.5 clusters. So, and openATTIC will be enabled in the process of the stage in this process. So, please check whether openATTIC is working with browser.
This is also the customer requested their customer existing Ubuntu environment is not such kind of orchestration tool and also the management tool. So it could be helpful to move forward to this project to introduce the customer.
So this is what we failed. So DeepSea and DeepSea supports XFS file store, but not ext4 file store. So at first, an engineer doesn't know that XFS is default. So he creates a Ceph cluster using ext4 file store. So when he tried, DeepSea destroys the data on the OSD in stage 3. So he analyzed why it occurred. So he found that so sort only supports XFS file store. If to work around in this file, if in this file there is a such if statement, if we disable 2 lines, this is first line, this line and the next line, if we comment out the 2 lines, we can work around it. And
may I try to clarify? If there's such kind of workaround to apply to the ext4 file can be used. Okay. Yeah, the reason why is that they're newer engineer to try to this migration actually. So it could be such kind of customer is not so much information about the Ceph. It can try to figure out such kind of issue. So here added to such kind of tips, so you're helpful for your environment.
The second point is before to run the ngraph process, you need all the Ceph services are running healthy. That is the second point. And so go to next. So we built a complete Ceph 5.5 system with FileStore, but then next we'd like to convert it to the BlueStore.
Yeah, if the FileStore is you're finished the phase 4, but we recommend to use a BlueStore and and the customize sometimes finish first and then to the more time to the declarative later. It could be acceptable with you.
So how to convert the FileStore to BlueStore? So the documentation is a good starting point. So here are the steps. At first, we need to unlock the safety lock of the sort OSD conversion feature. This will unlock the safety lock, and then migrate hardware profiles. And this command starts migration from FileStore to BlueStore. That only 3 steps is necessary. in the background, sort performs a detaching node from the cluster and formatting the existing partition to the clearing the data in the disk, and then formatting the BlueStore and reattach the node to the cluster, and recovery continues. That is the back in the backend. That is the process. Yeah. So, sorry. So you can confirm the conversion result with OSD metadata. So like this command. And duration of this step depends on the amount of existing data in the OSD. So sort will time out in 1 hour, and the command might end with error, timeout error. But conversion of OSD continues in the background. So you can restart the same step after the cluster status becomes health okay. That is our findings.
This is also the important tips. Is someone we also have another project. Is customer want to how much consuming to the time to the from the converted FileStore BlueStore. It could be accepted to the production environment. That it's actually depends on the amount of data in OSD and how much network or any other environment is the customer. So you need to check first and then to check in such kind of evaluation system, and you can explain much more to meet the customer requirement and satisfy them.
Yeah. So we finished migration.
Finally.
Yeah. So this is our conclusion. So we can migrate the community-based Ceph cluster to Ceph with non-disruptive way, and so as Michiko told, we should create some procedures for the each customers. We need 2 months by 1 person to establish this procedure. And when we follow the established procedure, it will take 2 days plus X days. X days means we couldn't get the time for the X depends on the amount of existing data, but we couldn't
not
test
formula
it.
is calculate it. Yeah, it's dependent. Maybe actually the first phase is very hard time to such kind of newer Ceph engineer, but actually they have a knowledge to the based on the SUSE Enterprise Storage, and also Synthi 10K is another type of, and also had another project also they are already to explain to the converted from the communication Ceph to not actually the communication, Red Hat Ceph to the SUSE Enterprise Storage, but such kind of information, but some engineer requires more time to procedure to apply for each customer environment. So please focus in these first phases, and after that you can more easily confident the customer to explain to the such kind of preparation, the migration, to move forward to the customer environment to more to Ceph, because we found the Ceph community and the field in APJ and Japan. It's so many community version and not vendor distributed Ceph is out there. So it's a customer and sometimes worried to the how to support it, how to manage, and you can explain that kind of more confident information to it's more move forward to the their storage to the more customer requirement to meet the SUSE Enterprise Storage, we believe.
So 4th point is SUSE Enterprise Storage provides good tools, very good tools, DeepSea and Sword. This is management of the Ceph cluster. That as we told, this only 3 steps is necessary to migrate from FileStore to BlueStore. And at last, if you need help for the Ceph migration, please contact Fujitsu and SUSE.
Yeah, and I believe your customer is more have more knowledge, more experienced customer try to migrate by themselves, and sure to the Ceph engineer is a support guy is also some question is answer or such kind of based on the gathering the information we believe. But this such kind of phase is much more time where the customer don't have the enough nodes to testing or something is. Maybe SUSE also have a consultation services, and also the Fujitsu is already have a knowledge, fully knowledge to the multiple projects that they are working. So you're contacted to the SUSE consultant, and all the Fujitsu can help your planning, and actually the migration will be possible. So it could be more easier to customer to you can propose the customer to confident to migrate it and replace it from their existing environment to the SUSE Enterprise Storage, we believe. And please contact Fujitsu team, the globally they have, and also contact me to I can handle to if you want to communicate more information to work with Fujitsu, please let me know.
Thank you.
You have more credit in the, yeah.
This is our engineers. So thanks to our engineers.